I am not crazy. I am just different. It was a dark and stormy night when I first encountered Jeff. His story is the stuff of nightmares, one that many people still whisper about. What follows is what I remember, what I know about Jeff the Killer. It all started when Jeff, a regular 13-year-old boy, moved to a new neighborhood with his family. They were quiet, and there didn't seem to be much excitement in their lives. But that all changed when Jeff met some kids from the local school. At first, everything was fine, but eventually things took a dark turn. Some of the neighborhood kids began to bully Jeff. They made fun of him, taunted him, and even physically attacked him. One night, after a brutal confrontation, Jeff found himself lying in a pool of his own blood. His face was beaten, his lips were swollen, and his world shattered. But it wasn't just the pain that changed him. It was the anger, the madness that began to take root in his heart. That night, Jeff began to change. His once innocent smile twisted into a grotesque grin, and the dark shadows beneath his eyes grew deeper. His mind cracked. He wanted revenge. After the attack, Jeff became obsessed with his appearance. He locked himself in his room, using makeup and other things to alter his face. When he emerged, he looked nothing like the boy he once was. His skin was pale. His lips were permanently curled into a disturbing smile. His eyes were dark and hollow with circles that made him look like he hadn't slept in days. But that wasn't the worst of it. Jeff wasn't the innocent boy anymore. He was something else. Something darker. He started to kill. Late at night, he would sneak into his victims' houses, his face a mask of pure insanity. He would slowly, carefully watch them, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. But before he killed, he always whispered the same words: "Go to sleep." Then, with one swift movement, he would end their lives. He showed no mercy. Jeff would slit their throats, stab them, and leave them with a cold smile on his face. There was no motive, no explanation for his killings. It was as though he found pleasure in it, in the fear and pain of others. And the worst part? Jeff was still out there, still haunting the shadows, waiting for his next victim.